Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to use the HUD so that you guys can have the perfect customized HUD to play your game. One thing I do want to say before I get started though is everybody is different. Everybody. I have different hands, you have different hands, you have a different style, I have a different style, you have a bigger phone, I have a smaller phone, I play on an iPad, you don't. So everybody is different. I just want to make sure everybody is aware of that and understands that it's not always easy to just copy somebody else's HUD. And the reason that is because, again, you play different, they play different. I will be showing my HUD at the end of the video. So if you guys want to see my HUD at the end, pause the video and you guys can copy that. But I really don't recommend that, guys. So first, on the top right side of the screen, you're going to see 3 lines. You just want to click that. So I'll click that right here. And I am playing on an iPhone 7 Plus. So this video is for iPhones and iPads. I usually play on an iPad, but I understand that most people play on iPhones, so I just wanted to give that description of how really to play. So over here you're going to see HUD Layout 2. You want to click that, and there's your HUD. So this is basically where you play your game. And over here has all different buttons, and you can move them and customize them however you want, size, when you want them on the screen, when you don't. And I'm going to show you guys that today. So first, let me show you what each button is and what they do. So right here on your bottom left corner, this is how you walk. Okay, over here is your shooting button. So the thing I want to show you between this shooting button and this shooting button is harder to use just because when shooting, you can't look around and spray your gun at the same time. This is kind of stationary. But this button right here is the one that moves. As you can see, the reason why it is if you look really closely at that button, you can see arrows on up, down, left, and right of the box, and that just shows that that's the one where you can like look and shoot at the same time, and it's easy. It makes the game easy to play. So I usually use this button more than I use this button because this button isn't that great. All right, after I put this back, after using these buttons, right here is your inventory, of course. Customize and move. Usually people move them to the left or the right depending on how good they play. If you have big enough fingers, long enough fingers to put them in the middle, put them in the middle. I mean, also if you like it like that. You also have your bag, which you can access, your combat to building. So from your guns to your ramp, pyramid, and stairs. Okay, over here is just your supplies. It just tells you how much supplies you have. This is not the button to click to change what material you use at the time. Well, you guys know. And right here is your ammo. It tells you how much ammo you have. So you need to keep that. Okay. Right here is basically where it tells you where somebody is, what happens in the game. So if somebody dies or if there's somebody who's in the game that you know of, like usually I have it in the middle, so I know if a big streamer or big gamer is playing in the same game as me, I'm aware of that now. And also when you're playing with friends and playing in squads, it's good to know that your squad either got knocked or killed somebody, and it's easier to see because it's right then and there and it's big. So I usually keep that in the middle, just to show you how to use your HUD because I didn't really explain that. So if you move your HUD around like this, and you want to place it back to fit the whole screen, on the top left corner of your screen you'll see that yellow arrows pushing in tab right here, and you click that and it'll put your screen to the perfect size of your phone, so you see exactly where each button is, and when playing it will show. Okay, so this button right here is basically to exit cars or planes, basically jump out if you need it. It's kind of not a crucial thing, but if you like that button, you can definitely use it. Here is to switch your building. So if stairs are going up, you can turn that around so it goes down, so it's easier to get down hills, or just rushing going downward or upward. It's great to use, but sometimes it can get annoying. Alright, after that, this is your scope, your aiming, and I think you should use this button a lot, especially when shooting. I don't recommend the auto shoot, only because you don't get to really shoot when you want to, and it's kind of OP and not considered cheating because Fortnite put that in, but it's not really that great of a tool. So I usually have like designated shooting, like my own button. Okay, over here is the toggle button. This is like to get into your plane, to get into a car. This is not really the same button to open doors or anything because that's just a tap. But this is basically to get inside planes and cars. Okay, this is your crouch button right here on the right. This is your jump button. Okay, up here is your mic. You click that when you want your mic on and when your mic off. And up here is your emotes. So somewhat not important, but sometimes important. And up here is basically where you can change your wood, brick, or steel. Okay, up here is secondary buttons or extra buttons, how it's labeled. And these are somewhat important and somewhat not. So this button right here is your edit button. So this is an important button because especially if you want to be good at building, you need to be good at editing as well. And I use this button a lot actually. This button is really crucial during a game or scrims or anytime you play Fortnite in general. The button right next to it, that button is specifically used to switch your spot when in an airplane or in a car. So if you want to switch where you are, go to the back seat if you're driving, or if you're on a plane, you want to switch to like the wing or the back of the tail of the plane. This is the button you use. Over here's your horn. It's only used for a car. Not really necessary, but some people like it. I kind of don't have it. I kind of have it, but it's small. It's very, very small. Over here is to rebuild your building. So if you place like a wall and somebody shoots it but doesn't destroy it, you press this button and it will rebuild your wall, but very, very slowly. So I don't really recommend this button just because of how long it takes for it to rebuild. It's kind of like healing, and it's easier to just time it right and build it right after somebody shoots it down. This is your designated run button. So this button's kind of difficult. So here, this button is weird because in order to use this button, you need to use your pickaxe to press it. And what this button does is basically make you run from faster, or just without holding the analog over here. So using this button is great, but also unnecessary because you can just double tap this button and it will run for you. And also to use this button, you can't be holding the gun at first, so you have to go to your pickaxe. Then while running, you switch to your gun. So it's kind of, it all depends on the person, but I really don't recommend this button. Then we have the extra buttons. So these are great for having designated buttons to use when playing. So if you kind of like Builder Pro, if you want to always have your builds out there, you just put these on the screen and they'll always stay out no matter what. So whenever you're in combat, you can press these buttons and you'll be able to build quickly and efficiently without switching to this button and going into your inventory. So they're good buttons. And then same thing with that. One is the first spot over here. So I'll show you. So one belongs right here, and then your pickaxe will go here. That's what basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stand for. So they basically go over here. So like there, and vice versa. Just use these buttons. They're good secondary buttons. They help out a lot. A lot of people use them. I use them on my iPad just because it's easier for me to build and to use. But if you don't want to use them, you don't have to. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the color coordination each button you use. So for a tab like this, if you tap the top right corner, you'll see this thing called visibility, and it's all blue. So there's different colors: blue, red, and green. You can click that for all of them. You have combat, build, edit, and create. And basically, what that means is during the game, if you're done to switch to combat, this will show. This button right here, your crouch button will show when you're playing with the gun. Building, so if you have building out, it will show as well if it's green. Edit, it will show as well if it's green. So blue is like sometimes, green is all the time, and red is never. So it will never show it when you are building in this case. And it's good because when you don't want to use it and you don't want it to be on your screen, it's very effective. But like, let's say you do want to use it when you're fighting somebody, it will show when you have a gun. You can also change the size over here, make it bigger, smaller. You can also change the display scale, which doesn't really do much for the size. So you can make the scale a lot smaller, like you see here, but the box is still big. Which basically means if you press that button, you want it to be the right size because it's better. But if you want to make the display itself smaller, you can make it smaller, but that button will still be the same size as the square. So the square is the most important part of that wall. It's not really the display scale. The size is most important. All right, and then when it goes to your extra buttons over here, so these are important because you have a slot type. So this is automatic. So this would be, I recommend it being on whatever you want it to be. So if you want to be combat, so that would only show combat. So basically Builder Pro. So this will always be a gun, and it will never change. And you see here, the build is all green, so it will always show no matter what. And you can also change it to build. And now, whenever you play, it would always be just for building. It wouldn't be anything else. Because usually when you click this button right here, it would switch these around. But because you did this, it won't. So it's kind of helpful too. And automatic. You can also switch the slot. So let's say if you want 2 of these walls, you can just change this one to build, and switch the inventory slot to 0. Now you got 2 walls just to make the button bigger. But you can also set this to the size you want.
Well, that does it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just want to let you guys know that I just want to help other Fortnite mobile players get better and get better with me. I'm not that great. I'm pretty average. Just stick tuned. Maybe subscribe if you want to. If you don't, who cares? I'm just glad you guys watched this video. Thank you.